Sports Chasers Podcast. Coming to you live and direct with your host and your moderator, Kevin L. Warren. This is a real sports podcast for real fans.
Hey, what's up, everybody? What's going on, everybody? It's another edition of the Sports Chasers Podcast coming to you live and direct. Make sure on the YouTube side, you make sure you like, click, and subscribe to the channel. Make sure you tell somebody about the channel. If you're down with sports, you love sports. Hey, this is the channel. This is the sports podcast where we're here. You know, we just have a conversation about sports. Sometimes it gets a little heated, but conversation. Just think about it as a nice conversation. So come and chill with us. Also on the podcast side, if you can hear me in the sound of my voice, make sure you give us that my 5-star review. Also, make sure you give us those great comments. In the words of D-Dub, lovers, likers, or haters. Make sure you put it in the comments and make sure you tell us how we're doing, man. So, hey, I'm excited tonight. It's another episode. It's number 200, episode 200. 200 that we did some of these 90-minute standalone episodes since 2018, and we absolutely have come a long way, and I'm grateful and thankful tonight for episode 200, man. You know, some people don't last to 2, some people don't last to 20, some people don't last to 20 seconds, man. This is not easy, but I'm grateful to be doing this and to be speaking to and coming to in, you know, your phone or wherever you get this podcast, man. I appreciate all those so much. So make sure you like, click, and subscribe to this and share this, man. Hey, we'll talk about some funny moments here at the end of the show because we got some things lined up. Hey, let's meet the crew. We got the hockey dude, Dan. Dan, what's up, brother? How are you?
Doing good. How's everybody doing? Good to be here.
Got you, Dan. Got you. Dan got his fire hat, you know.
Shout outs to the first responders. Yeah.
Shout out to the first responders, man. D-Dub has on a
Yeah. We're going with the Browning hat.
Well, Jamal Chase ain't playing. They ruled him out.
Oh well, that's a loss now, man. So hey,
man. Go ahead, D.
We'll do what it do, man. Good evening, everybody. Welcome,
man. Appreciate that. We got our super producer, Junior. He's making it do what it do behind the scenes, man. Appreciate you, bro. Thank you so much, man. We got a lot to get into tonight. We're going to talk about some hockey tonight. Dan will talk about hockey. He'll talk about the NHL. My Rangers. Yeah, Dan, go ahead.
We here for it.
Hey, they played really well against Toronto the other night.
They what?
They played really well.
Oh, okay. Thank you, sir.
They are. Hey, you got Shesterkin back?
Yes, sir.
You know your
He's
boy. What the hell is his name? That came from LA, the goalie.
Quick, Jonathan.
Yeah, Jonathan Quick came in and held down the fort for you guys till you got him back.
I don't believe he lost.
I think he did.
One game,
maybe
I
one.
think it might have been one. Well,
yeah. But we'll get to Dan here in a second, man. We got hockey. We got the NBA 76ers. They're rolling. John Morant, he made his return, and he did it with a bang, man, for sure.
He back.
Yeah, and he said he's keeping receipts. Everybody's keeping receipts, bro. I tell you.
Everybody got some receipts now, boy. I tell you. Back in the days, they used to throw them away, and now they keep them. You know what I'm saying? I don't want no receipt. You know, all right.
No, they're keeping the receipt and the bag and the container and everything. Yeah, man. So we'll talk some NFL. We'll talk some golf, and we'll also talk NCAA football. Signing day was today, man. So we'll see the winners and the losers, and we all want to know what the Buffaloes did, the Colorado Buffaloes. See what they did, man. So
Buffaloes.
Yeah, you know, everybody want to, you know, hang out in Boulder, man. But hey, without further ado, I'm gonna give it to the hockey dude. He's gonna take it away. Dan, go ahead, take it away with the National Hockey League, bro.
Well, with the old power rankings here, I kind of looked over what CBS Sports had, and I made some tweaks of my own, just what I felt, you know, the way that I thought they should have been. but for the most part, it's pretty on point with what they had. But getting back to your Rangers, they are the number one team, in my opinion, right now in the league.
Yeah,
And
that's saying something.
to your point, Jonathan Quick technically didn't lose a regulation game.
Okay.
He lost an overtime.
Yes.
So he was 9-0 with a 2.09 goals against average and a 9.2 save percentage. Not too bad for the old veteran. I told you when you guys got him, I was like, damn, I wish we would have picked him up.
Yes, you did. You did say that.
Yes, you
dude.
did.
That's a huge pickup because he can't play 60 games a year, but he sure can play 30 really good.
Correct.
And like you said, he got you 18 points. Well, 18 points because you get a point for the overtime loss or whatever. But still, that kept you guys right in the thick of it. And we're talking Shesterkin's back. He's 12-7 with a 2.86. But I kind of expected him to come back and maybe not be dominant right out the gate, obviously, because practice time, taking shots in practice is completely different than running and having guys come at you at 100 miles an hour that are trying to beat you, where the guys are trying not to hit you in the face, not to injure you in practice. But I mean, Panarin, he stepped up. He's got 17 goals and 26 assists, 43 points. He is a -4 though. He might want to work a little bit on the defensive side of the puck.
Just a little bit.
But I think one of the unsung heroes that you guys got is Zibanejad. Whether it be shorthanded, power play, or even strength, that dude brings it.
Yeah, man. He's good, man.
Yeah, he's really good.
Yeah.
And then he got, Trocheck, he's kind of a surprise, 8 goals, 20 assists, 28 points.
Yeah.
He's also -3 though. But he's another guy that comes in and, looks, he's more of a playmaker, gets in front of the net, retrieves pucks, gets to guys. And then, Kreider, that's his good deal too. He stands right in front of that, deflects everything, interferes with everybody. But they got a solid team, barring injury. I think that, this team will be one of the top 2 teams in the league come the end of the year.
Mm-hmm.
And the other one would be our number 2 team is Vegas, which they've been playing really well too. That they did get beat by Carolina the other night.
Carolina gave them that
It was a good game, yes.
Yeah, but that's them coming across country, playing in PNC, which is, they should be used to the loud, playing in Vegas, how loud that building is. But like I said, Carolina's building is the loudest building I've ever been in the playoffs, and it is absolutely bonkers in there. But I mean, they've been doing well, and the one thing that I think if you go across the board of these top teams is the goaltending play.
Right.
Because, I think Logan Thompson and Aiden Hill, they've been playing well for Vegas. Then, Eichel's doing his thing, Mark Stone, Willem Karlsson. Like, I don't know how Vegas has all these good players and get under the cap. Because they have good forwards, good defensemen, good goalies. Mm-hmm. Their GM did a terrific job of keeping them competitive. And for me, like the way Vegas is playing, like how many games they played? 33. So they played 3 more games than the Rangers, but are only 2 points ahead of them. Mm-hmm. So that's why I put the Rangers first, because they got games in hand. They got a potential. Right. They got a potential 6 points they can pick up on the way they're playing right now. They probably will. But like with Vegas, man, they're just chugging along. And what's the impressive part about this is they won their first ever Stanley Cup. And if you saw any of the parades or of these teams that they have, like Tampa, they party for a good couple months after the Stanley Cup.
Oh yeah,
and they're not deep in the training like everybody else is. They're kind of enjoying the moment. So for them to continue the way that they are playing, the way they are, speaks volumes to them as a team and putting their nose down and grinding it out. What's that?
And I was saying that they're committed. They're all in to try to grab cup number 2.
Yep, and and that's the thing is it's easy to have a lax fall off, get complacency, if you may. After you worked professionally, however many years you've been in the league to finally get there to kind of relax. But hey, they're doing it and they're doing it well. And number 3, I got the Canucks. This team is 1 point behind Vegas, same amount of games played,
33 games played. Mm-hmm.
But with them, like they're the top goal scoring team. They're the 3rd best defensive team. They're 7th on the power play, and they've got I want to say they had a lot of injuries last year at the beginning of the season, kind of put them behind the 8 ball. But I honestly do think Rick Tocchet coming there and
Yes.
setting the structure and the goals and the accountability, holding each other accountable. Like, I don't know what it is, but like they've just meshed this year and they've been phenomenal out the gate. Like Demko, Thatcher Demko, he's bounced around a couple teams.
Mm-hmm.
He's 16-7, a 2.34 goals against, and then we traded our backup, Casey DeSmith, over there. He's gone, what is it, 6-2? Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, he's 6-2 with a 244 goal against, and he's been playing well when he gets a chance. But you got JT Miller, Quinn Hughes, Elias Pettersson, all with 40+ points. Besser's got 37. Hronik's got 29. Like, you go down that lineup, and they've got an abundance of talent on that roster. It's almost like Pittsburgh West, though, because a lot of these guys used to play for Pittsburgh.
Right.
Pittsburgh
Cole,
West.
Teddy Blueger. Yeah. Sam Lafferty. Not huge names, but nonetheless, still very good players. But like they're 3, Kings 4. I think the Kings, they lost last night to the Kraken 2-1. But they've been, they've only played 29 games. They got 4 games in hand on Vegas, and they got 40 points. So they've been doing their thing. And then at number 5, we got Boston. Number 6, we got Boston. That's the other thing. If you look at these teams, the goaltenders are playing well. In Boston, you got Swayman and Olmark, who I believe shared the Vezina for the best goaltending last year. And then we got the Jets, which this one's a little bit of a shocker to me. Not necessarily a shocker, but they got Connor Hellebuck, who's a world-class goalie. And, he's 15-6. And then, Scheifele, Morrissey, Connor, Ehlers, they're playing really well for him. But, the last few years that they haven't had the seasons that they like. But it's good to see, they're 19-9 with 41 points.
Right.
They're doing really well. And then, let's see. Here's kind of where I flipped the script. And it's unlike me to mention this team. This freaking high on the list.
Sounds like a Maple Leaf sighting. Go ahead.
Oh no, it's not.
Oh.
No, it is not. They are farther down the list, sir.
Yeah, I get ready to say. Go ahead.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, yes. But my boy Torts, he got his boys playing well, man. And Flyers, 18-10-3.
Listen, let me stop you there, Dave. I'm sorry. Let me stop you there. When I looked the other day and saw how they was I said, man, the Flyers, man, they went out to San Jose and got beat down early in the year. You remember that game? They lost like 7-2 or 9-2. And I was like, man, the Flyers are more worse than the Sharks. And in the season, like you said, Torx has got them playing above their heads, above their skis, man. He's doing something right, man.
18-10-3.
Yeah, I mean, he's getting them to play. Like, the dude, like, that's the crazy thing about Torts. The guy you see in the media and he has to talk to the reporters and stuff. That's not the same guy that talks to his players. He probably yells at them a lot, but he also has that, like, he actually cares about his players. You know what I mean? Like, he genuinely cares about them and wants them not only to do well on the team, but outside the building. So he's one of them old school coaches He's tough. He's hard, but he demands a lot. But he does it because he wants the best for you. So, like I said, they won 3 in a row. They're 7-1-2 in the last 10. They're third in the East. You know, who knows? I mean, is this the goaltender is? Are we finally going to see the potential that he has now that they're playing well in front of him and not hanging him out to dry every time?
Mm-hmm.
So things are looking up in Philly. They got a lot of young guys. They move some guys in the off season. You know, that's why I put them where they're at, because as far as they're third in the East, and they would be like, there's a couple teams ahead of them in the West points wise, but a couple of those teams have played more games. But I just think the way they're playing right now, they're on the rise. And then at number 8, I got Dallas. They're 18-8-4 with 40 points. Number 9, I got the Avs. Colorado, they're 19-11-2 for 40 points. And then we get to the Leafs sighting. They are number 10. And
yo, what's your beef with the Leafs, man?
win something.
Yo, man.
He calls it the Dallas Cowboys of hockey.
Oh.
Absolutely.
They must got a hell of a fan base over there.
Yeah, it's
It reminds me of a baseball one.
Oh, yeah.
Well,
Which one?
Yeah,
at least one of those win.
Yeah, at least we won. I mean,
at least they win.
2009. I mean, it's
been a long time, bro.
Yeah, it's about time to win one.
Yeah, 1970 or 1967 is a long time ago, bro.
Yeah, 67.
Yeah. Shout out to any Leafs fans. Any Leafs fans? We got.
That's still better than the Jets, right? What is that?
Jets won in 69. Jets won in 69.
All right, I'm sorry.
I want to kiss you, Susie. Was the quarterback.
I'm sorry. I want to kiss you.
So anyway,
yeah,
the Leafs, they're number 10. They've only played on 29 games too. They're 16-7 and 38 points. And like I said, the problem I have with them is, like, when they play good teams that have good goaltending, they struggle. Case in point, they are playing the Sabres tonight. They're down 3-2.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Look at that now. Yeah, you're right.
3 goals in the first period. But I will say this. I wrote this down because Austin Matthews is ridiculous when it comes to scoring goals in the league. He's got 26 goals now.
Wow.
I was like, you got to be kidding me. Not big on us passing the puck and getting assists, but he buries the puck a lot. But that's my whole thing with them. It's like, man, you're playing Buffalo. You're playing Devin Levi tonight, and you're losing. Samsonov, he's given up 3 on 13 shots.
Wow.
So, but my whole thing is, man, you're top heavy. Matthews, Marner, Nylander, Tavares, like Bertuzzi, Nyes, Yarncroke, Domi. Those are your top heavy guys. But then you get back to the back end, man. It's the same story. Morgan Riley and nobody else. Jake McCabe, Connor Timmins, Sam Benoit, TJ Brody, and Timothy Liljegren. They can't keep the puck out of their own net. That's my deal with them.
Wow.
Get you the couple, like Samson's and Martin Jones aren't bad goaltenders, but as you see, just like the Edmonton Oilers, it's a constant carousel, but their goaltending, in and out every year, and they haven't fixed the problem.
Also, if you don't keep the puck out of your own end, I mean, I know it's easier said than done, right? And you give teams constant chances, shots on goal. Yeah, I don't care how bad I don't care how great the goalie is, man. If he keeps,
that's definitely gonna be a problem.
He has to stand on his head every day.
Yeah,
that's my point. Like, those are 2 really good goaltenders in their own right.
Right.
And didn't they have Freddie Anderson a couple years back? And what did he do? He went to a defensively structured team in Carolina and couldn't be beat. So That's my whole
Tourney.
issue. Like Nylander's contract's up, and I think Tavares is up too. So they could let Tavares go and have that money back to put in. But Nylander's going to want like 11, 12 million a year. You know, you're going to have 4 guys making almost 50 million, and the cap's only supposed to go up 3 or 4 million next year.
Right.
It's like, do you due diligence? One of the guys got to go, or some of these other guys that you paid a shit ton of money that are contracts are expiring, let them walk and get you a couple good defensemen. Not scoring defensemen, actual defensemen. Guys that keep the puck out of your net. But that's, like I said, that's my whole thing with them. And then I got the Florida Panthers. They're coming in at 11. They were 5-4-1 in their last 10, but they're 18-11-2 for 38 points. And then I got the Islanders after them. They're 6-1-3 in their last 10. They've been playing well. They just beat Edmonton the other night. Let's see. Number 13, Nashville. Number 14 is the Canes. I don't know what's up with the Canes, man. They've been struggling.
Yeah.
Up and down.
They're
Inconsistent.
4-2 in their last 10.
Yeah.
You know, they got 17 wins, 12 losses, 37 points. They're playing the Penguins right now in Pittsburgh. And I think they're down 1-0
It's
so
1-0. Yeah.
It's
end of the first period.
Yeah, I'm just not sure where if they're struggling to score, because hell, they beat Vegas 6-3 the other night.
Well, they scored 6 goals.
Yeah. So I don't know if it's more of they're struggling on the power or the penalty kill,
Right?
or and giving up power play goals. I haven't seen too many of the Canes games this year. Like I got the game on now, so I'll be going to that way.
Checking in with them.
Yeah, later. During the broadcast. Keep abreast of what's going on in the league.
Definitely.
And then, so I did 16 teams total. I know our producer wanted me to do 15, but I figure 16 team makes it to the playoffs. So I would throw the 16 in there. And this is where I kind of flipped the switch. So Arizona is in the A spot right now in the West in the playoffs. They're 16-13-2 with 34 points, a +8 goals differential, 6-4 in their last 10, won 3 in a row.
Mm-hmm.
The mullet's rocking. It might be the year that Arizona gets it done and gets into the playoffs, because they got a lot of talent. They do.
Right.
It's just a matter, are they going to sell to the trade deadline, or are they actually going to try to get some playoffs?
It depends if the ownership wants to spend the money, right?
And it also depends on where you're at in the standings too. Like if they go on like a 5-10 game losing streak and you're not looking good, then yeah, you're going to sell some guys.
Yeah.
But like I said, that was kind of like my surprise for the year, because we all know usually every year they're bottom 3.
Right.
And then the other one is the 8th place team in the East. And now they've only played 29 games. They're 16-9-4 for 36 points. They're 5-3-2 in their last 10. I believe they're playing tonight. They got Columbus. And they're up 1-0. And then last night, who they play? The Islanders. They beat the Islanders last night.
Who, Columbus?
No.
Oh,
the Capitals.
Gotcha. Okay.
I watched part of that game. And I'll touch on some stuff with that in a minute. But this is, you want to, say, oh, why do you hate the Leafs? I don't hate the Leafs. I just think they're overrated. And here's why. The Capitals have played 29 games. Toronto's played 29 games. Toronto is exactly 2 points ahead of them. Go down the rosters and look who's, Washington got. Like, Tom Wilson. Hefty. Then you got Ovechkin. He's, on the back end of his career.
Man, that went fast. Jesus.
Darcy, yeah, well, he's right there with Crosby.
I know.
And then you got Darcy Kemper in net. But
Wow.
somehow Darcy Kemper can keep the puck out of the net. Why is that? He only gave up one. Well, that's because they played defensive hockey. They tried to keep the puck out of their net and get it going the other way. And like I said, like they got Oshie. He's been out hurt. Who else? Sonny Milano, Mantha. They do have some. Dylan Strom's their leading scorer with 19 points, and Ovechkin's got 18. So the talent disparity on those two teams, and they're right beside each other.
Mm-hmm.
And to be honest, we can timestamp this producer. Ovechkin, if he stays with the Capitals, and they are the same team they are right now, the same kind of makeup, where they're not like I get it. Backstrom's out too, where they don't acquire more talent. He will not break Gretzky's scoring record because in the last month, Tristan Jarry has the same amount of goals as Ovechkin. One. If he wants to truly break this record, I hate to say it, but he needs to pull a Ray Bork, or the organization should pull a Ray Bork and go, where can we send you where you can win? Go to Colorado, go to LA, wherever, to a team that has better talent so that he can score those goals on the power play.
Go to Boston.
Yeah,
They won't do that. Would they do that?
They're not a heated rival. So, I mean, I think they would. So, it all depends on what they're getting back.
Yeah, what they're getting back. Correct.
A couple draft picks and a prospect. Yeah. Pretty much anybody needs to make that happen. But that's like, I'm just going to go on record that he's not going to pass it.
You heard
unless
it right.
they upgrade the team talent wise, or he goes somewhere that there's already talent, like Tampa Bay. Put him on Tampa Bay's power play, where Stamkos usually is, and just feed him pucks. Then he'll break it. But at 5-on-5, he doesn't have that breakaway speed. Like, he lost a step. It is what it is. You see him without his helmet on. He's gray as me. But that being said, and just a couple tidbits, the Bedard watch, he's leading his team, 12 goals, 16 assists for 28 points, and the old -13. But that's something that comes with being on a team that is rebuilding with younger kids. There's mistakes, shit happens. It is what it is. But I saw him score a goal from the slot the other night, and he just pulled the puck into his skates and just absolutely ripped one over the top shoulder of the goalie. And like it was ding, bar down before the goalie moved. Very, very nice play. And then like this kind of like a rookie watch type thing. So Adam Fantinelli, I believe he went to Michigan. He's with Columbus. He got 9 goals, 10 assists for 19 points. He's a -10, but they're paying Johnny Gaudreau all that money. He only has 6 goals and 14 assists and 20 points, and he's a -16. So Fantinelli's doing well on the same team. And I don't know what happened to Columbus the other night, but they scored a touchdown and got a safety. and I don't know. I can't remember who they were playing, but they put up 9. I was like, damn.
Yeah.
So they'll get. They're also really young. They'll get it figured out. And then the other rookie, Leo Carlson from Anaheim, he's got 8 goals, 7 assists, 15 points, and he's respectable -5. But that's another young, prospect laden team with Zegras and company. But they're these teams like Columbus and Anaheim. It's going to take them 3 to 5 years to get the talent in there, develop it, and when they come out on the other side of it, they're going to be looking really good for, a few years before, contracts and all that good stuff. And then the other thing I wanted to touch on, like with the whole Ovechkin thing, is the flip side of that is Crosby. Crosby's just been insane this year. And truly, we are a dumpster fire at the moment. Like, we got 31 points in 30 games.
So what you saying?
Sorry, Dan.
Hey, I have already heard the rumblings that they want to get to trade Carlson already.
Mm.
That being said, Crosby, 19 goals, 15 assists, 34 points, +7, scored the first goal of the game tonight. He's literally carrying this team on his back. And I
was about to say, you can't blame him.
No. Malkin has his idiot moments where he takes stupid penalties. But
that's par for the course for him, right? That's
he's good for a couple of games.
Right.
Yeah. So.
But, like, it's not the goaltending. Because both Ned and Jari have played out of their minds. Like, the other night, was it? We lost to somebody. We were up. We were up like 2 or 3 goals. And then they just collapsed and we ended up going to overtime. I'm like, how is this possible? But it's like Ned played against, I think it was Philly, gave up, 2, but they, not his fault. But it's like they continually make the saves, but they can't keep the damn puck out of their net. And they miss coverage. Yeah, they're just a dumpster fire at the moment. Hopefully, the rumblings are that, Carl Dubas wants to trade Carlson already. Fans are calling for Sullivan's head already, like another coach in Pittsburgh.
Pittsburgh got some problems, man.
Oh, yeah, man. Our greatest hope now is the Pittsburgh Pirates. Wow. They brought McCutcheon back for 1 year, so.
Well, go ahead, Kev. Cut his mic off because he's talking crazy stuff right now.
We're back. Anyway, but Ottawa, they did fire their coach, DJ Smith. They replaced him with Jacques Martin as the interim head coach. But just, real quick, I know on the rundown they had some things, about the Oilers. And, yes, they fired a coach.
Okay.
And they did, make changes. And they did go on a run. And they were playing extremely well. But eventually, sometimes you come down from that high or whatever because they've lost 3 straight now. Wow. And they still are 27 points. They got less points than the Penguins. So they're 13, 15, and 1 for 27 points. They're going to have a miraculous second half of the season to get to that playoff spot. And that's all I got.
He's Dan, the hockey dude, with all that great hockey stuff, man. Hockey fans, tune in. Make sure you tune in to Dan. Dan is with us pretty much every other week because of his schedule, man. And Dan, as you can see, he loves hockey. So he's our hockey insider for sure and for real. And I will put him up against anybody.
He's locked in, man. Dan's locked in. So
hockey season, Dan is locked in. He's got 20 TVs lined up and a cell phone and an iPad, and he's got them all watching hockey, man. Shout out to my main man, Dan K, the hockey dude, man. So let us move on to the hard court, from the ice to the hard court to the National Basketball Association. Yes, we're going to talk some NBA without Ryan, our NBA insider. And a couple of things. Let me start with this one hot button topic. And it wasn't even on the rundown. The producer, I know, man, we have not been following you tonight, but it's okay. It's our show, right? So it's all good, right?
200, baby.
Yeah.
You're going off the rails.
We earned that right?
200, consistency, man. Go ahead.
Consistency. There was a lot of talk, and we said it last week. The Lakers hanging that in-season championship banner.
Oh, no, it wasn't a championship according to Ryan. I can't wait till he come back. But
participation trophy.
Yeah.
Ryan, if you're listening, I don't know where you at.
You got to come back to the table. There's a seat for you at the table, buddy.
Yeah, they say it's a cup. Yeah, it's a cup.
Yeah,
but they hung the banner.
It said it's a championship. It said championship.
Yeah, that's what it said.
I didn't say it. Did you say it, Cat?
I didn't say it. Somebody put it on the screen for us. If somebody the producer can put it on the screen. It said in-season championship.
The same team, and they just lost 4 in a row. I think 1-4, one out.
Yeah.
1-4.
Our Knicks beat them the other night. Yeah. Shout out
Here's
Lost
the
to
funny
Chicago
part.
last night.
to Chicago. It's awful.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
No, I just pulled up Yahoo's NBA page, right? Just so I could follow along and stuff. And man, that extra games in that tournament, and the intensity of those games, they really did it to them. LeBron James out versus Timberwolves with ankle injury admits fatigue hitting him.
Yeah, right. He
Oh,
don't want that smoke from Anthony Edwards. That's what.
Nope.
Come on, man.
Because
So what that say, Kev?
that thing says championship to me. Yeah, I know I got
Champion.
context and I can read.
what's the
So-
one beside it say? Bubble.
Yo, I'm just saying, man, the Lakers caught hell for putting this banner up. And I knew it. The people was gonna say, oh, it's no.
Oh, the league made him do it.
Whoever. I mean, anytime they say no to anything else.
Well, no,
Right.
I mean it's just the headline. Reportedly, were pressured by the league to hang in.
Whatever, man.
Yo, bro, it's reportedly, man, like the fans, if you check out like TikTok, social media, stuff like that, man,
Was killing
these fans are not happy with this Los Angeles Lakers team. Like I seen one that said, you know what, get rid of all of them, including LeBron. They are tired. They're tired of this guy and this Los Angeles. Even Rob Pelinka, he's got to get the smoke too for not doing nothing. Really, I mean he's been putting band-aids up there on the team and has been trying to call it like he's done something. He has done nothing, man. He's done nothing.
Listen, you're
That's
absolutely
the
right.
honest truth.
Yeah. Ryan will be with us next week. He'll give us some more NBA. I'm gonna. So I just wanted to say that wasn't on the rundown. Let me give you a feel good story. I think it's a feel good story. Let me read this here from Yahoo Sports. It's so easy to get drawn in by John Morant, and this is from Vincent Goodwill from Yahoo Sports. He says it's so easy to get drawn in by John Morant, almost impossible not to acknowledge how spellbinding he is on the floor and charismatic off it. The NBA loves its own mythology. It's even better when the participants write their own script. Morant, with the game in his hands after missing more than a quarter of the season, started staring down the barrel of a defense. Not that other thing. Yes, he says that's funny. It's
Nice play on words, huh?
yeah, that was some good wordplay right there.
That's good.
It's where his natural talent shines. It's the reason anyone cares where he's toting guns or threatening more
Again.
or allegedly assaulted kids in his backyard. The joy he exuded after hitting the winner in the season debut is what people want to wrap their arms around. The topper on a 24-point comeback for the Memphis Grizzlies against the New Orleans Pelicans. The topper on a 34-point, 8 assists, 6 rebound night for the man with fresh legs and a time, not enough oxygen. So Memphis wins their game back the other night. I was really happy for John Morant. I really was. Hopefully he has learned his lesson. I don't want to go back in his past, whatever. He has served his time. He has served his suspension. And kudos to him. And he's just picking up where he left at. He's a phenomenal player. He is absolutely box office material, and you would like to go see him play. And kudos to him for getting that victory the other night. And you know, as a fan, you know, that's all you want to see. You want to see your players lace them up, play, and get a heart, and you know, take the last shot. He the man. He said he's going to take the last shot. And you know, the 2023 vernacular, one of the vernaculars of the year. You know how they do the rundown, the best words of the year. Well, I guess keeping receipts is definitely the words of 2023 because John Morant said he was keeping receipts. I guess those that was talking. Desmond Bain told him to take the shot. Oh yeah, I did hear that. Yep, absolutely. But Ja, you can't be mad at the people who did say stuff because some of the stuff was you caused your own problem, sir. You can't be mad at the storm when you created it. You can't be mad at the wind when you created the storm, right?
That's a fact.
You know, so
I mean, I think he's taking full responsibility of what has happened.
Yes.
And he's been quite quietly under the radar, which I like. Hasn't been drawing a whole lot of attention to himself. And I think if he just plays like that and just play the ball,
That's all you want.
That's all. You don't need all that other stuff because people get, believe it or not, people get turned off by it. You know what I'm saying? But because, and then again, you just end up fueling their fire, and they
Yep.
probably wasn't even thinking about you.
Yep. I told
And
you so.
then, right? You know what I'm saying? I'm sorry, Dan. The Sabres lead sucks. Yes,
They
they
do.
are.
For sure.
We'll spin the block on that one. We'll come back on that. But yeah.
Appreciate it, D Wells. Thank you, man. Thank you, man. My man, Wells, man, shouting us out, man, for the 200th episode. Appreciate you, bro. Go ahead, D.
Yeah. No, I was just reading what was said in the comments. Can you self to be? Yeah, most definitely. He could work his way back into being the face of the league, man. Because right now, I think we are searching because you know, that little spurt that what's my dude Halliburton had. You
Yep.
know, they want to. We just try to inaugurate or put somebody in, on top shelf so fast, man. Instead of letting these guys just organically just take the spot.
Well,
You know what I'm saying?
I think
And
like DA said the other week. I'm sorry to cut you off.
yeah,
He said about hey, we gotta push the new guys there, and and the old guys, man, we gotta let them make room for the new guys, man. I
oh
think
yeah,
that
for
DA
sure.
was trying to say.
But I mean, and not to say, I mean, Morant is coming up. I mean, and not to disrespect. I mean, you got Embid. Embiid just scored 51 points last night. What the other
Yes, he
night?
did.
You got guys there that are the face, but we keep on dragging LeBron back into the picture, and instead of letting him, bow out gracefully, but we keep on, LeBron. It's like, all right, man, cool.
Well,
He
you're
is
right.
one of the best players in
SGA
the
is
league.
underrated for sure.
Oh, yeah, Shy. Yeah, Shy. Gilles Alexander. Absolutely. But that part of the reason is that too is I want to say because he's out there in OKC, but another thing is that they don't put him on TV. You got to put your young guys. Baseball is suffering the same thing, not putting their young players out there so people could see who they are.
So
Hockey might be suffering a little bit of that also. But if you're losing product, they're not going like Connor Bedard. He's suffering right now. That on that Chicago team, they're not playing well. But once they start winning, you just got to introduce these guys to the limelight and get them out there.
real quick, what would be the appropriate media attention for somebody like LeBron right now? If you was an NBA commissioner, TV exec, y'all was huddling up. Are you putting LeBron on because he's going to be on Christmas, right? He's playing Christmas, right? Is Shane Gillis Alexander playing on Christmas?
Not if he's tired.
Yeah, you see, matter of fact, who are they playing Christmas? Because you just see this, right? He's not playing against a top team in the NBA, the Minnesota Timberwolves, is the top team.
Yep.
Anthony Davis, Anthony Edwards, top dude and one of the top dudes in the NBA.
Celtics on Christmas.
Are they playing the Celtics on Christmas?
Yeah.
Oh, he ain't playing.
Oh yeah, he might have a bad back pull, a torn Achilles. He might come up with something, man.
Well, he used the ankle excuse for this game against Minnesota tonight.
Okay.
Oh yeah, well that's a nagging injury that he's had.
Yeah, that might hang around all year.
Yeah. So,
but he'll be back to play Charlotte.
Oh yeah.
My whole thing is like, if they want to talk about LeBron when he does, he scores a bunch of points, helps his team win. I'm fine with that.
That's fine.
If they want to talk to him when their team's sucking, why they're sucking, I'm all for that. But he's not the only one on the team that they can showcase like this Christmas game. The promos or whatever if they run any during the games, it should highlight like Anthony Davis,
Joel Embiid.
Yeah, like the other guys on the team that are good or becoming stars. And you don't have to just put the one person for each team up there. Like you can put a montage of like 3 guys from each team up. Like hell, Thursday Night Football. What was the promo that they had for the Steelers Patriots game? T.J. Watt and the Patriots had Bill Belichick, the fucking coach. That's how bad. How bad is that for the NFL?
What
You
say,
have to
Dad?
put the
The
coach.
fucking coach. The fucking coach.
I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like the marketing people or whatever. Like you do have all these young kids that are becoming stars in the league.
Case in point. Why do we got Golden State is about to be out of here? Super producer, what's Golden State's record? Golden State, they should be
13 and 14.
Yeah, man, come on, bro. They should be replaced, man. They are not playing well. OKC, why they not playing on Christmas? See what I'm saying? This is the stuff that I'm talking about.
Now Steph did hit a game-winning shimmy shake the other.
Dog, that's cute, man. Okay, that's cute.
Wells, we did talk about Wells. You have to rewind. We did trash them for hanging up that banner.
Yeah, Wells. We ain't with it. I'm not with it.
Yeah,
We told you from the beginning.
Yep.
We knew it was going to happen.
Yep.
Oh, they're 15 and 13. My bad, the Lakers.
15-13. Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Now,
and a championship.
I would say this for agent GOAT, who's 8th in the West. The team is 8th in the West. Yes, you give him some coverage as a network. He is the face of, and they're going to keep on trying to milk this cow.
He's the face.
But I think you got to give somebody else some love, man. I think because he's not going to be playing forever. He's not. So Anthony Edwards, like you said, SGA, man, those cats, those dudes, man. You gotta prepare, because guess what? The league that's, in my opinion, that kind of happened with. Well, no, with Jordan, no, because you had Kobe and you had Shaq and all those guys and stuff like that. So they was ready when he was with the Wizards. It was already, passed on down, and Kobe and you had Shaq, those guys, the face of the league, pretty much taking it over. So
again, it's like a job, man. When you don't prepare, you got the old guys about to leave out. They're gonna retire you. You don't have the guys underneath preparing people to move up in certain positions, and this is what's happening with the NBA right now. So the Lakers is 8th in the West.
Yeah, well, the 8th. And
there you go.
Let me move on because we're really Laker heavy here, I guess.
I'm sorry, didn't mean to.
No, it's all good. Let me move on to somebody who's winning. Joel Embid, the 76ers, man, they have ripped off, I believe, 9 in a row, and he had a game of games last night when he had 51 points against a pretty good Minnesota Timberwolves. Wolves. Let me read this here from Sam Quinn of CBS Sports. Entering Wednesday, Joel Embid had averaged 7 more points than minutes in the month of December. He posted 60, 39, 92 shooting splits across a 7-game stretch while averaging 13 rebounds, 4 assists, 2 blocks, and 1.3 steals. The 76ers won 71 of those games, and under normal circumstances, a stretch like this would be the talk of the league. Yet Embiid's dominance has flown under the radar. Well, dang, I should have probably read this story beforehand because it kind of played into what I was saying, right?
Yeah, no doubt.
Joel Embid, 51 points last night. He's been playing. I heard an interview this morning that was on SportsCenter. Yeah, I listened to that network this morning.
Yeah, shame.
God's gonna get you, man.
Shame. Yeah, God's gonna get me.
God's gonna get you, bro.
And he was saying, like, he's super duper focused on winning this championship, man. He says he believes they have the pieces to finally get past the Eastern Conference Finals, to get to the finals, and to win it all. And I think that the strength of the East. I think so. I think they can get past Boston.
They can, but it's gonna be tough. Boston's playing really, really well.
Yeah.
If those two end up, Philly's night 3. I mean, shout outs to Philly for making the move, got rid of Harden, and it seems like they are playing 1,000% better since they got rid of him. They even had, I think they even led first place for a little bit until Boston got back right. So it's not impossible. Philadelphia is a good team. It's just that, again, it's when we get to the playoffs is a different animal, and these guys, you know, it's just it gets it's a little bit different and a little bit tighter. 7-game series, man. So, you know, he looks focused. You know what I'm saying? He looks, he's playing really well because we didn't know how this was going to end up. I didn't know what the relationship was between him and Harden, and apparently it wasn't. It wasn't. It didn't mean nothing. So
It didn't mean nothing. Told him to get
yeah,
on.
yeah. So it's all good. So if anybody, they could win. They could win it. I do like Philly. I like Maxey. I like that. I like the whole ball club over there in Philadelphia. So they're playing well.
Gotcha. Definitely something to look forward to.
Be better Joker.
Go ahead.
I don't know, bro. The Joker does a lot of things that you know Embiid can't do, vice versa. But I think
I
I
like
don't know.
Joker's all around game though. They both
Joker, yeah, it's kind of like wow, it's close. It's close, but I would give it joke. I mean, everything around the basket, man. I mean, that guy just got such a touch around the basket.
passes,
Get
shoot,
passes, shoots, brings up the ball. I mean, B could do a lot of his stuff too, but I don't know. But the the funny thing is with Joker, he looks he's deceptive. He looks very slow, and
yeah,
then
not athletic at all. Doesn't
not yeah, and then but he makes these passes that's pinpoint precise. The dude is he's one of them guys, man. Just like a Dirk Nowitzki too, man. These
mhm.
ball players, man, from Europe over there, or where I forget where he's from. Actually,
They the Eastern Bloc over there, and they
yeah,
play fundamental basketball, and they play
it's
at
the fundamentals.
and as
Yes,
in the words of DA, man, they're playing when they're 8 years old, playing with 20-year-olds, man.
that's a fact.
And they do their thing, man. So let me move on here real quick. The last NBA story that we found out today, real quick, and this is from Yahoo Sports from Elizabeth Flores. She says the New Orleans Pelicans signed Zion Williams to a 5-year max contract, extensively potentially worth $233 million in 2022. The contract was meant to keep Williamson with the Pelicans until the end of the 2027-28 season. However, the Pelicans included a condition in the contract that would have guaranteed those last 3 years based on Williams' games played, and Williams did not meet the requirements of the deal. According to the Athletics' Mike
Ooh,
Rooknup,
child.
they got the T on this one. Zion Williams has triggered a clause in his contract after playing only 29 games last season. Starting from the 2025-26
Uh-oh.
season, his contract will no longer be guaranteed, meaning the New Orleans Pelicans have the option to waive after the 2024-2025 season with no financial consequences or implications. So basically said that when you sign a contract, you got to read the fine print, make sure you keep your end of the bargain, because if you don't, some things will trigger. It's like almost if you buy a mortgage, right? You get a mortgage, right? And instead of you buying a conventional mortgage, you buy a ARM, right? An adjustable rate mortgage, which is a killer, which you shouldn't do. And I'm not a mortgage expert, but
I
if
don't
you
like
do,
them things.
no, you better
Yeah.
not, right? So you child, my mortgage is 2%, and then
Ooh.
and then that 7th year it balloons up to 47% or something like that, something crazy, and then your mortgage is like $9,800, and you're like, oh my God, what happened? Well, you didn't
Mm.
read the fine print, and I think New Orleans. I don't
Ooh,
have this
child.
information. New Orleans is about sick of Zion Williams. You gotta be.
He never
Yeah.
played.
He never plays, and it's unfortunate. I want him to play, and I'm not trying to be disrespectful. Like I see some of the legacy. I don't think that's funny that they do. I think it's sad that he doesn't have the intestinal fortitude and enough pride to be like, yo, man, I need to get into some real game shape.
And I'm making this type of money.
Even Charles Barkley tried to give him some game and say, hey, man, I was there, man. Moses Malone told me to
Get your fat ass out there and get in shape. That's what he said.
Yes, that's what he said. Before you blow all this.
But see, here's the problem. Here's
Go ahead,
the
D.
problem, Kev. But we can't tell these young kids nothing. You can't tell them nothing now. And everybody's so into their feelings with, like just like now, this basic conversation we having about him. Somebody would say, "Oh man, why are you talking about him like that? He might have a food and a food problem or
Yeah,
some other
he's
stuff."
got
You
one.
understand what I'm saying? So
You
yeah,
know,
so
yeah,
you
yeah.
can't. It's
Only fans too. Yeah,
I
yeah.
might be criticizing him. I might be criticizing him, but I'm criticizing him in such a way that I'm trying to help him, but it's not malicious with it. You know what I'm saying? Now I might have a joke here and there, but it's just jokes. There's nothing malicious about it.
It's
But
just
no, Zion
jokes.
for real, man. This guy got super duper talent, and there's no way in the world why we talking about. I mean, eating, man. Like there should be people there to help you out, and I know they are there. So I don't know.
Uh, I,
It's a shame.
I don't know. Dan, I'll put it to hockey terms. Who's the biggest bust in hockey in your recent memory that didn't pan out? Because Zion is looking this way. He's looking like he's going to if he don't get his stuff together.
I'm trying. The one that comes to mind, and it's been a while, and it wasn't that he was like this bust, but I would have to say Lindros's brother.
Yes, Dan.
They went to the Islanders, I think, in the
Hmm.
draft,
Yes.
and not that like he was
I
the player
forgot
that he
about
was,
him.
but because of what Eric did, expectations for him
Was so high.
were so high,
Yeah.
and obviously they're two different completely humans, and talent wise and everything. And like I said, it wasn't a bust per se, but I think if you look at the expectations that were put on him to be that guy, and that's kind of like with Zion, there's expectations for him to be that guy, but he doesn't see. My whole thing with this, the way I see it is it's not really a Zion problem. Like, yeah, he doesn't want to do certain things, get in shape, whatever. But as long as somebody's throwing him the check, because
Yeah.
the Pelicans let him go, there will be some other owner that just throws the cash at him again, and he goes and plays there his 29 games a season and gets his money. Like, it's one of those deals. Like, if the Pelicans let him go after the season and when they can, and nobody picks him up, then that might light the fire under his ass that I no longer have employment.
Hmm.
And I need, I love this game. I want to play this game. But so now I got to put the effort into it. But as long as that paycheck is always there from someone, there's no, and it, not even him in general, it just across the board in sports, whether it be football, baseball, basketball, or hockey, that's the thing is these sports that have guaranteed contracts or gave out guaranteed contracts, they're hosed. I mean, not to like skip sports, but what's the odds of Deshaun Watson playing a full 17 game season for
Oh, forget
Cleveland?
about it. Yeah.
What's the incentive for him to play a full season? The first time he gets bumped or nicked, it's and I gotta sit. Why put my body on the line when it's guaranteed? So that's the thing is, as long as someone's there, another owner to pick up a paycheck, I don't think that mentality will change on his part until there's the urgency for him to need to do it if he wants to stay in the league. That's kind of the way I look at it. And like I said, for him, there's no incentive or, I mean, he's going to be out a shit ton of money, but if somebody else is going to sign him, there we go.
True that. True that, man. D-Dub, his internet is not functioning well, so he'll be back. There you go.
Yeah, I'm here, man. I don't know what the hell's going on, but sounds much better now. Dan was sounding like a robot. You guys were frozen for a minute. I was like, what in the hell? I don't know if y'all even heard me from the last
No, we did.
part of it.
Nah.
Okay.
We got to move on to football.
Okay.
So we'll move right along to football. Week 16. We got the matches already. D-Dub, I'll let you take it away. Whether we need to watch these games or go Christmas shopping on Saturday.
On Saturday, what are we looking like?
Week 16.
Week
So-
16.
Is there
Well,
a-
this game, let's start off with this game. New Orleans and Los Angeles. This is a good game tonight. So far, they have not. What time is it? It's 8:35. They just started here not too long.
No, I forgot to pick my picks.
Oh, you better get on it. But Saturday's game, Cincinnati versus Pittsburgh. That's intriguing game. I don't know. Pittsburgh needs. They definitely need a win, but Cincinnati, they get a win. They crawling into. They still in the bubble of trying to get into this playoffs. Buffalo, please do not go into Los Angeles and lay a dud. I mean, on Saturday at 8:00, which this game is on Peacock for the guys and women, ladies who don't know. And I'm gonna have a time trying to find Peacock. I don't know if I even have Peacock or I might one of these apps.
Excuse me. My apologies.
God bless you.
Bless you, my brother. Yes.
Yeah. So as far as Sunday's game, Detroit, Minnesota, that's a good one. Indianapolis, Atlanta is about to be on their way out of here because I picked Indianapolis. Seattle versus Tennessee. I'm taking. I don't care about this game, but I'm taking Seattle. Washington versus New York. Both teams losers. Green Bay versus Carolina. Green Bay should win this one. Carolina, hopefully they'll fill up the seats. We're supposed to have better weather for Sunday, but it is Christmas Eve, so who knows if people will show up. Cleveland, Houston, that's a good game, Kev. Jacksonville, Tampa Bay, this is going to be a good game. Tampa Bay is at home. They need to keep on winning. Jacksonville is on the decline right now. Arizona, Chicago, you could go wrap your gifts. Dallas and Miami at 425. That's the best game. Well, that's the second best game of the week. New England, Denver, God help us. That's the 8:00 game. Probably putting the kids to sleep or opening up gifts. I know some families like to open up gifts Christmas Eve. So
Buenas noches.
yeah, but absolutely. So, and then we go on to Monday night where Santa came and divvied out the gifts. We got Las Vegas, if you believe in that type of stuff, people. Las Vegas and Kansas City. I picked, you know what? I picked Las Vegas on this. Kansas City should win this game, but I picked Las Vegas. New York versus Philadelphia. Philadelphia, if there's any time for you to get your mojo back, you got 2 games against the Giants down the stretch. So you should, and I say you should win this game at 4:30 p.m. start time. And the second best game, Baltimore, San Francisco. This could be a preview of the Super Bowl, folks. So I would say get ready for this one. This is going to be an excellent game Monday night. You should be done, got your gifts, and you're mad or you're drinking. So either way, this is going to be a good game. So 8:15 start. That's all I got for you.
Well, NFL, yep. 'Tis the season to be jolly. We're going to see in the next couple of weeks. Next couple of weeks. I would like to see Tampa Bay make it.
Yeah, I'm kind of pulling for Baker Mayfield, man. I like the dude.
Yeah,
to be honest with you,
I definitely like for Baker to make it if he can. Let me go on to college football really quick here. From CBS Sports, National Signing Day took center stage on Wednesday. It was on yesterday as the early signing period opened in 2024 college football recruiting. Some of the winners, Georgia, despite losing their number one quarterback, the Bulldogs still locked up their a top class in the 2024 cycle, as they always do. The number one cornerback, Ellis Robinson the fourth, and number one linebacker, Justin Williams, they committed to Georgia. You also have Nebraska. Nebraska turning around. That's
Nebraska.
yeah, yeah. That's the DA's.
Nebraska.
Yeah, that's the DA's main man, Matt Rule.
Oh yeah, you know what? I did hear they got a number one.
Yeah,
Somebody I forget what position, but I know. Before I steal your thunder,
his name is Flipping Raiola from Georgia. Was a huge from a media talent upgrade standpoint. The Cornhuskers hasn't landed a player of Raiola's caliber since
90 something. What was
a
it?
very long time. So
Was it Norm? Was it Tommy? What was it? Osborne?
Yeah,
what
Tom Osborne days.
Tom Osborne.
Yes, as he was the coach. So you had them, Alabama, of course. Five-star quarterback Julian. I'm saying a long-time commit, was never in the play to go anywhere else. You had Ohio State. They got Jeremiah Smith. Some of the losers, according to CBS, they got Florida, UCLA, and I believe they're not on here, but Colorado, they was able to get a couple pieces. See,
hopefully some pieces from that offensive line, because
they got one of the offensive linemen from, I can't think of his name right. I had to pull it up, man. But hopefully they're able to secure it. Let me ask you this real quick: was Deion good for college football?
Oh, listen, yeah, you can say what you want to say about him, about all this other stuff. That's fine, but Deion definitely, he put the eyes back on for the casual people who didn't watch. Let's say that, if to the drawing of excitement, he did do that. So we can't front and act like he didn't do that. He that's what he does, man. So I mean,
he's a showman.
He's a showman. It is what it is. He's always been that. Now all the other stuff you may not like, and that's fine. That's just part of the game. But the other part of the game is putting fannies in the seat, or asses in the seat, whatever you want to call it. That's the other part of the game that people fail to realize, and that's why FSU is sitting at home, because they wasn't trying to not put people in the seats. And speaking of FSU,
oh yeah,
okay, I'm frozen again, or you frozen again.
Well, go ahead.
FSU wants to get out, or thinking or flirting with getting out of the ACC.
Oh no, they're not flirting.
Now what you want to do? Be like,
they trying to sign a lawsuit. they trying to get out. They're like, oh no, this will never happen to us. We got to go somewhere else.
And do what? If you don't, listen. If you get the strength of schedule up, I promise you'll be in. But if you playing these other teams that me and you could beat.
Oh, but our quarterback was hurt. That's why we didn't get in.
To Northern Alabama. Why is he playing that game?
There you go, Dan. I ain't gotta say no more.
We already beat that horse to death. We
ain't gotta say no more.
No, we even got a thumbnail
or is we done in my Birdman voice?
Yeah, if we finish, we right.
If we finish, or is we done?
So
we ain't talk about that no more, man. Yo, FSU, stop, man. But go ahead, Kev.
I was just gonna simply say, Deion signs 4 offensive linemen, so hopefully that'll get them Shador the protection that they need on the O-line going forward. And hey, it is what it is. National Signing Day, man. So good job by those that have had a good signing day. Like I said, I numbered them 1 through looks like 10 there. Yeah, 1 through 10. I'll just go again: Georgia, Alabama, Miami, Ohio State, Texas, Oregon, Auburn, Oklahoma, Florida State, Notre Dame.
So what's the deal with the Ohio State quarterback going to the portal to go play at Syracuse? Did he just kind of like give up on a national championship?
So he has 1 more year eligibility, right? I don't know.
That just
I don't
doesn't
know.
make sense to me.
I don't know what's the relationship with the coach. I think, in my opinion, this whole NIL transfer portal, there needs to be some governance put on it. They have let it go crazy, and that's why it is what it is. There should be some movement. I don't think it should be Wild Wild West, and that's why college
Yeah,
football.
you got to put some.
If college football doesn't look out, you know what college football is going to be like? College football is going to wind up being like college basketball, where you don't care about no college basketball until those 2-3 weeks in March because you don't know who's on the team.
Well, that's kind of like this signing
It's
day,
my opinion.
like the signing day.
And I love college football. Go ahead.
It doesn't mean shit because they could be gone in the portal next year. Yeah, he got 4 linemen. They could be at Nebraska next year.
Yeah, Dan, you make a point.
I mean, so like, who wins the signing day? Like I said, why would you leave Ohio State and to go play at Syracuse when you're going to get more notoriety, more eyes on you, and potentially get drafted to the NFL if that was your end goal, than you would if you go to, like, he's going to the ACC. What happened to Florida State? Everybody turned off put the blinds down and turn the lights out and not answering the door. You can't be welcome in our tournament. Sorry. So like, that just baffles me. Like, if that's where he's from, okay, fine, I get it. You want to go home, play your last year. You don't have aspirations of playing in the NFL. You actually want the education to do whatever you really want to do afterwards. Hey, great. But it's just like, I mean, I get it. Harrison's probably going to leave for the NFL, but they're always going to get somebody else in there. You know what I mean? Like, they got a 5-star receiver signed. So it's, these big schools like Ohio State, Michigan, your Alabamas, they're always going to do well in recruiting just because they consistently win.
Mm-hmm.
And they're consistently in talks, of the Final Four in the playoff. And now that it's going to expand a little, that might change some things where you may see like 6 teams, 7 teams consistently make that playoff. And that's where, the portal people start going. They might not be good enough to play at the top 4 schools, but they can play, the next rung down and challenge those teams. I don't know, the whole portal thing, and then they got an injunction in so that people can do it twice. It just, I don't know, man. There got to be some sort of like rule set to it. They just can't like bounce every year.
Gotcha. Junior says as a former athlete, I don't, with the coaching or assistant, I wouldn't care if it's Power 5. That's coming from a former athlete. There you go.
Mm-hmm.
There you go. Let's move on to golf, man. Very feel good story, man. If you're into golf, you're into fatherhood and all that stuff, man. It was a very feel good moment last week. If our producer Tiger Woods was in a tournament with his son Charlie and his daughter caddied, I thought that was so phenomenal. As you know, Tiger Woods, he's, whether you have him on his greatest of all time of golfers, man, he's right up there, man. One of the best that ever done it. It's because of him is the reason why I play golf. Absolutely. And go ahead, Junior, play the clip. Okay. Junior didn't play the clip. He's having a technical difficulty. Maybe I can pull the clip up here. Hold on. All right, we're gonna try it again. There you go, Junior. Go ahead, play the clip. He's gonna play the clip. Hit this. Looks like you got it.
One of the real reasons we love this tournament is to watch the symmetry and the mannerisms and the familiarity that family DNA runs long and deep. And so this is the latest version from this week. There's Charlie and Tiger.
Playing in this PNC championship the last few years.
There you
Charlie
go.
walking it. He likes to walk him in.
He does. He's got that little quick step reminiscent of his dad.
See, how about that recoil there?
Yeah, this coming from just hole high. Just got to measure the run out. That was a good looking shot here.
Come on.
Yes!
This was his opening hole of the day. Got the crowd fired up early.
Charlie celebrating that chip in at 9. There was the better than most putt by Tiger back in the day. Not happy with that one.
Fourth time the Woods have competed. They were runner-up in 2021.
We've been lucky enough to be able to participate in this event as a family.
He has a perfect golf swing. Watch this.
Out there inside the ropes together, it couldn't have been any better.
Charlie, of course, too young to see many of Tiger's victories, but he was alongside Dad for a lot of big moments.
Look at the speed. Hitting about 2 inches behind the ball, throws it up in the air, and just stops on a dime.
Oh, come on! I thought he was going to jar it. The Woods' 4th PNC championship in the books.
That's courtesy of CBS Sports and the PGA Tour. Appreciate that, Junior, man. That was a very feel-good moment, man. And if you looked at the video, if you saw the video, you see how Charlie has all the mannerisms like his dad, man. And Dan, you know, you're a hockey dude. I mean, hockey dude. You're a golf guy like myself. Your thoughts on this?
Oh, I thought that was awesome. Like, just the event itself, I think, is awesome because it's all like families. Like, was it Annika Sorenstam?
Yes.
She played with her young son.
Correct.
And, you know, and I saw some of the interviews that they did, and Daly and his boy.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I think these are the, like, because you get to see them like as people, not like golf professionals.
Right.
Like, they're still professional about what they're doing, but this is more of a relaxed setting, and you know they're more apt to talk to the camera on the side, you know, during the match, you know, where they're going up the hole or whatever, or when they just come off the green where they normally wouldn't do anything in a tournament. But it you know, to see them interact and have fun, and I know there's Charlie. I'm trying to think of the dude's name that he messed with. But like he left a note in the sand trap for that one of the tour professionals, you know, just giving them, you know, ribbing them. But yeah, I just thought that like being able to see Tiger and Charlie interact, and then his daughter caddying for him, you know, that's it. Yes, Justin Thomas. Thank you.
Yes, thank you.
But like to be able to see the players, all of them like that. It is super cool where it's, you know, they're competing, but it's a more relaxed setting for the competition. Like they all want to win, but the most important is having fun, you know, with their family.
Yeah. D-Dub, your thoughts on Tiger Woods and the last weekend as a father, your thoughts? $5, dog. $5. We can't hear you, dog.
$10.
Yeah.
Oh man, how about now?
Yeah,
there you go.
Oh.
Yeah, go ahead. Just send me that.
As for a father, man, it's, you know, come on, man. If you're involved in your kid's life, it's got to be a good story, good thing for him. Same thing. It's the same thing with LeBron. You know, he wants to. You know, he wanted to stay around or wants to stay around for his kid. Same concept. So, you know, kudos to them. I didn't watch it, so I can't tell you much about it, but it sounds like it's a feel-good story, man.
Yeah, especially what, you know, Tiger Woods has been doing his road back to recovery from the accident, and he came back and won that Masters tournament, which was phenomenal. And
Oh yeah, absolutely.
he's been on that. He's been injured and hurt, and it takes a lot to stay to play at that high level, especially as a golfer, man. I remember when I was younger, never like really respecting golf, and then when I started playing it, I was like, yo, this is like the hardest thing to play. It is a very humbling sport. That the golf is one, and
It's a
baseball,
very mental sport. I mean, you think it's simple to hit a ball in the cup.
and the ball ain't doing nothing. It ain't dancing. You you gotta hit it.
Yeah.
And sometimes I play with the hockey dude over there, Dan, and me and Dan will go out there, and sometimes we'll look great, and sometimes Dan, I need 5 mulligans, bro, because I can't hit nothing. So definitely a feel good story, man. Definitely feel good story. Shout out to Tiger Woods, his family, Charlie, his daughter, man. Good for them, man. Good story, man. Hey, on a lighter note, like I said, like we said earlier, man, yo, we are celebrating episode number 200 of these. We've done more than 200, but these standalone 90-minute sessions we've been rocking since 2018, since we started, man. 63 Buffalo. Thank you, Junior. And we started, we didn't know what we was doing. We had a lot of on-air goofs, cats eating on air, cats. It was something else, man. And hey, we really didn't. We started off with just doing audio, and that was fumbling and bumbling itself because we couldn't see each other.
Oh yeah,
but Junior's got it queued up. Here's the first episode we did on YouTube, and look at the difference between then and now. Check it out.
Crazy. That's crazy.
Look at D-Dog. He in his kitchen.
Yeah. Yeah, that's crazy.
People, college football, UConn football will not be playing. They are D1 school. Look at that. I got the lighting above 1A schools.
Yeah, and also you got shadows all over the place, looking crazy.
We'll start off with Mikey. Mike Mills. What's up, brother? How you doing?
What's good? Let's get to potting.
Get to potting.
Get to potting.
Shout out to Mike Mills.
They go to DA with his
the cowboy.
The bucket hat is
Peace,
Crocodile
man.
Dundee hat.
What's up, man? The Chasers. Yeah, man. Love these shirts, man. Shirts is
yeah, look at the old logo.
Representing
the shirts. That's right. We got a throwback logo.
Forgot we matching today.
Yeah, we all doing.
I gotta get a hat like y'all. I didn't get the hat memo. I'm sorry. But I got the fresh sweet sauce. I ain't want to mess it up with a hat. My bad.
Oh yeah, that's nice.
Give me like 2 weeks.
Indeed.
Give me like 2 weeks. I'll be hat gang again.
Gang.
So what y'all think? Let's just talk about Major League Baseball. And we was doing this on Zoom. So as you can see, Zoom is first person. And it's absolutely
YouTube Premium is ad-free YouTube.
YouTube is ad-free. Yes, it is. Thank you. Yeah. Nah, man, that was definitely dope, man. If Junior can cue up the next one, this is the first episode Dan was ever on, man. I'll never forget it. It was a Saturday morning. I think I had to do it remote from somewhere. I think I was in DC I was in DC and
hotel.
Yeah, I was at the hotel and take it away. We'll see Dan's first episode of The Hockey Guy. And he told me he was very nervous.
Nervous Dan.
Talking about he don't know what to say. I said, man, just talk hockey, bro. We had look, and tonight we told him to stop 8 times. He didn't stop.
Yeah, he ran through every red light.
Yo, it was still yellow.
Go ahead, Junior, take it away.
So, I think that's like their goaltending's been shoddy the last few years. And we talking about the Leafs again? Their defense has
still talking about them.
They got more Morgan Riley, I think.
Yes, it is
the one-man show. So, it's one of the things. Good old Toronto.
But that was almost 3
You know, a
years.
lot of these teams that are going to be there at the end of the year are going to be the teams with goaltending and defense, and solid forwards.
Right. Gotcha. James Eric, welcome. How are you, sir?
Good morning, fellas. How y'all doing? Please excuse my tardiness. How y'all doing?
We're doing well, man. Great to have you, brother. Great to have you, man.
Man, we got
with the Fu Manchu mustache up there. I don't know what was going on up there.
Got echoes all over the place.
Yeah,
boy.
Oh boy. We have
Jesus.
absolutely come a long way, and we want to get better, of course, man. We definitely striving to get better. Like I said before, this is not easy to do this, but I love doing this. There's no shadow of a doubt. If I can do this, and when we are able to do this full time, it's going to be even better, more better, as they tell you not to say. Speak more English, man. But man, what a great show! What a great show! Hey, you guys' thoughts? Let me get your guys' thoughts on 200 episodes. I'll give it to Dan, who we just talked about. Dan, what you got, bro?
I don't quite got that many under my belt, but yeah, just to be a part of it, and even we talk about it on when we're on the phone or whatever. Just the little stuff to try to improve the show. Hey, what camera are you using? What backdrop are you using? Get everything on point. And I know you could see the detail and the progress that we've made. Just in the short time I've been here. So, I think everything's going in the right direction, and I think the content speaks for itself. I think we put out great content, and hopefully, it won't be another 200 before we're doing this full time.
100%. That is the goal. We just need some more eyeballs, so that's why we need y'all to share it within the sound of my voice. And if you're watching, share it. D-Dub, you've been here since the beginning. My main man, my dude, the number 3 guy in command. Go ahead, bro. What's your thoughts on this?
Yo, man, it's just 200 episodes is great, man. You know what I'm saying? So it's worth the celebration. But we want to get better and continue on and doing what we like to do and doing what we love to do. So I think just like we said, we've been consistent and we keep on grinding it out. You know what I'm saying? So hey, it's okay to get a single. It's okay to get a double. It's okay to get a triple, man. You know what I'm saying? When we hit the home run, we'll get there slowly but surely, man. It's about, getting on base, though. We got to get on base. So, we're doing that. We setting ourselves up to get on base. So, but yeah, I'm proud of you guys, man. I'm proud of everybody who puts in, who comes and do the work, man, because it's not easy. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of time and we can't, it's only one of us, one of you, you can't do everything. So, shout outs to super producer who came on and, who wanted to get on with the work. All of us, man, all of us, we all got gigs, you know what I'm saying? So, to do, families and stuff like that and wives and things of that nature. So, we try to juggle a lot of stuff in our life just to do this. So, it's good, man. Good feat, man. I think it's time to go get smoke a cigar.
Yeah, no doubt. Where's my cigar? I don't have it over there. It's over there.
Cigar here, man.
Yeah, don't smoke in the house though, okay?
Nah, I don't like smoking. It's like frying chicken, bro. Yeah, if you still frying chicken in your house, you better stop.
House, yeah, man. Don't fry the chicken outside. Look at your deep fry, bro.
Yo, man, that was real. That was real being a real elitist right there, right here. Yeah, you frying in your house, you better stop.
Yeah, that sounds real elitist. You're right, but I don't.
No, I don't.
I don't fry chicken. I just buy it if I want fried chicken.
I can't stand that smell in the house.
I am so glad DA's not on because he would have took it another way.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm just going to end it on this though, man. Shout out to all you guys, man. I love you guys, man. Thank you so much, man, for hearing, what my vision is and getting on board and, hey, I want to make sure this is the best during sports podcast out there, and we absolutely do our best to investigate, find out. Don't come on with hearsay. Do the right thing. In the words of my old man and my mom, and make sure we give this thing justice, man. And shout out to all you guys, to Dan, to you, Daryl. Appreciate you, brothers. To Da in his absence, to James Eric, the angry one, to Mike Mills in his absence, and to my main man, my producer, Dorian Jr. Man, thank you so much, man. Like he said, man, it was tough for me to do some of this stuff that he's doing now, but it's now I can just focus on just making this better, and being behind the scenes is a great thing, man. It really is. It really is, and
takes everybody, man.
And I tell young people all the time, man, you ain't got to be the rapper, man. You can be the sound engineer and do pretty well for yourself. Just
Facts. It's a fact.
Just saying. Just saying.
Yeah, everybody ain't gonna be 6'8".
Yeah, and you can go to Chick-fil-A and you ain't get swarmed, and you just had a session with Khaled or whoever.
Yeah.
Just saying, man. I ain't got nothing much, man. We're 90 minutes in. This is a 200 episode, man. Hey, on behalf of myself, I'm Kevin L. Warren, your host and moderator, for Daryl D. Dub Warren, for Dan the Hockey Dude, for our super producer, Dorian Jr., for the DA in his absence, for Mike Mills in his absence, and James the Angry One in his absence. Congratulations to his baby girl, Kimberly, for graduation today. Congratulations, Kimberly. We love you, man. Hey, this is the Sports Chasers podcast. Hey, Christmas to you. Go ahead. I'm sorry. I forgot
201 episode next Thursday. So
yeah, next Thursday. Don't tune in for us on Christmas. We won't be on Christmas. We're off. We'll do fourth and short and all that stuff. We're wrapping up and all to one big bowl. So enjoy the holidays with your families. Don't talk politics. Don't talk religion. Just eat and watch sports and argue about that. So
people don't really like their family like that, right? When they go, no, seriously, man. That was on the news, man. Like 34%, 50 something. It was a percentage of people that really don't like their family, man.
Still they've traveled more than 100 miles.
Yeah.
Don't see them, man. Yo, this is the Sports Chasers podcast.
I don't know, man. Stop faking the funk. If you don't like them, man, stop going to their house and try to eat the food up, man. Yeah, just stay home, bro.
Just stay home and don't fry the chicken in the house, man. We out, man.
Yeah.